International Affair with Boss Lady on the Cut Channel Dash Radio. This is my new show, Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine, that's what I like to be called.
Yes, I'm here with Maino. This is my new show. This is your first time on my new show.
Yeah, I like the room. I like the
Thank
view.
you.
This is nice.
Thank you.
This is nice. You're moving up in the world.
I'm doing
You're moving
my
up.
best, man.
You're moving up.
You gotta keep moving. When one situation ends, you gotta move to the next
this is
one.
Nice view.
Midtown
Fashion District area.
Dash Radio is a new entity, and International Affair is the name of my show.
International
Do you like it?
Affair.
Yes.
International Affair. I'm working on my accent.
My accent.
My accent.
No, you.
My accent.
So you're gonna start saying "good day, mate" and stuff
G'day,
like
mate.
that.
Yeah.
No, that was
Cheerio.
terrible.
Cheerio.
That's English. I'm not English. Cheerio is English.
All right, I gotta get it together.
That's so funny. We've sat down like a million times,
Yeah,
and
but
now you're gonna try and get
I'm
my
trying to
accent
get it
now.
together. Good day, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you going? Say that. How you going?
How you going?
How you going? Yeah.
How you going?
I'll teach you some things later.
Yeah.
Not to get on a serious note, but a mutual friend of ours just passed. And we're going to play the tribute song you did. We're going to get into that very quickly because I want people to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about Chinx, we're speaking about Chinx, obviously. He just had his service. And did you attend?
Of course.
I was going to go, but I didn't know if I should. It was one of those things where I had interviewed him a number of times.
Right.
And he was always respectful. Like when he would text me to set up an interview and leave it at that. And not everybody does that.
What you mean?
Like when we would speak to each other, it would be about locking in an interview time. And he was always very, very respectful of who I was and my time, and not every rapper is like that.
Or some rappers, they try to go a little further.
Above and beyond. Above and beyond.
Not me.
You never have.
No,
not with me.
Mm-mm.
Maybe with others,
Whoa.
not with me. So, but no, he was obviously, the love that he's gotten shows how respected he was.
Yeah,
and you decided to make a track about
I mean,
what's going on. Did you have the track or you made it on?
No, I had made it. I just felt like, of course, we were cool. I mean, I wasn't the closest person to him or like his everyday person, but I had a lot of love and respect for him. Stack Bundles, for the Riot Squad, the Coke Boys. We all come up together. We all come up, in this game together in one fashion or another. And I just, that one touched me because I just felt like, that was a shot that we all felt, that we took a loss. Hip hop, New York City hip hop,
absolutely.
To be more exact, really took a loss, and that one kind of, struck a nerve in me, because if anybody ever been around him or anybody ever spent time around him or had the opportunity to work with him would know that he was one of the few who had like a genuine humbleness to him.
Yes, he did.
And I'm not just saying that. Like a lot of, we live in a time where you get more credit after you're dead than you do when you're living.
Yeah.
So this ain't about that. Even, if the homie was alive, I will be speaking the same way.
Yeah.
You understand? Because it's true and exact that he had a genuine humbleness to him, and he was eager to work, and we would speak to each other, occasionally. And it was funny, I just spoke to him 2 or 3 days before that happened. I just spoke to him. He had made a song for me. Well, not for me. Yeah, kind of for me. I do this thing on my Instagram, Pussy Nigga Problems. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Where you just call things out.
Yeah, I call things out and be like, you got pussy nigga problems if you do such and such, such and such. And it's funny, I joke around and play around on Instagram sometimes. And he came up with an idea to make a song for that. And he did it. And the song is so crazy, it's a hit. It's so crazy. And he called me one day and just like, yo, fool, I got the song. I'm gonna send it to you, see if you fuck with it. And then he told me, I did it for you, man. That's you. You know what I mean? So that's a genuineness that you don't really see a lot often in the game. I've been
So that's
fortunate.
why it
Yeah,
touched you. Not to cut you off, but he understood you, and you obviously
yeah,
understand him.
yeah,
So
yeah,
this
yeah,
is why it you
yeah.
feel it so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
felt it. I mean, we all black males out here trying to feed our families. You understand? And anytime, you know, we see something like that, it's like you it's like, whoa, man, that could be anybody.
You
That
know,
could,
we were saying we go back.
yeah, we go back.
We do go back 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So you were like 10 years is kind of like feels like a long time, but 5-6 years, it's some time. It's
Yeah.
definitely some time. You mentioned earlier you were in prison. You did do approximately 10 years.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Does it feel like a lifetime ago, or does it feel like just yesterday?
Um, it feels like both. It feels like both. What you said. Some days I felt it feels like it was yesterday, and and a lot of times it feels like not only a lifetime ago, but it feels like another life. I feel like I'm on my I'm on another life.
Like you a cat with 9 lives type of thing.
Sort of, meaning that when I was there under different life circumstances.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Meaning that my life and my world was
And
different.
the way you
My,
moved was different.
right,
Yeah.
my surroundings and everything that I stood for was different. You understand? And now I'm in a whole nother life. You feel me? Like when I got out, I was able to make another life for myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about two different
You know how
lives.
hard that I mean, you know how hard that
Yeah.
is, but like not many are able to do that successfully and not look back but not look back, which is
Right.
kind of what you're
Right.
saying. Like
Right. I'm one of
yeah,
one.
Yeah. No, you definitely are.
You know, so I always felt like it didn't. You know,
Even musically you are.
right.
Because we talked about, and I love this moment because it's one of my favorite interview moments ever, when we first sat down and I was like, look, so I heard that this is how you first got your music out there. You used to be on like the B-side of a
Yeah.
Jay-Z tape in
Yeah.
jail. Like you
Yeah.
used to put your music, and
Yeah.
you looked at me like, how do you know?
Yeah.
You were like,
Yep.
how do you know what I was doing in the prison system? And I was like, well, little birdie told me. But, that's another lifetime back then.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah,
musically, you've gone like this.
Yeah, but once I was able to chase after music, that's when the life changed from just being a criminal in the street or a criminal in prison. So it's like, musically I've grown, but just socially, my life has matured. Like when you go to prison, like I got friends that been in prison over 15, 16, 17 years. I go visit them. I stay in contact with them because it keeps me pushing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to dip back in the pain so that you can appreciate, the flowers. You
That's
understand?
deep. Dip back into pain.
Yeah, you want to dip back in there. I went to see my man the other day.
Yeah.
Last Saturday, I drove up to Easton to see my man Maino. We've been friends for, since we was kids. He been in jail a long time. So it was like I want to taste some of that pain so that it re-energizes me to go out there and face the world. Because
Do you think you could ever forget that though? But you.
you don't ever forget that. You don't ever forget that. But you look at it like, damn, how could I have done that? You understand? Like, how could I have been here in this one cell for a year for 23 hours a day in one little... Imagine sitting in this room for 23 hours a day, right?
Especially
with all this stuff in here.
Yeah.
23 hours a day just in this one room with all this stuff in here. That's like pretty cool. But imagine not having none of this shit in a smaller room for 23 hours a day for like a year straight.
I would lose my mind.
Yeah.
You gotta have the strength of mind like out of this world. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But like, and now you've got little ones, so
Yeah.
I guess that you're like, how did I even like? It must.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it feels like a life ago, not a lifetime, not in time, but a life, like a different me.
Yeah.
You understand? Like it was a whole nother me, because once your experience is broadened, and you start to live. See, part of the problem is that we go to prison at a young age. We coming from these ghettos and these slums where we already confined mentally. So then when we go to prison, and do 10, 15 years old, 10, 15 years, we like socially we off because you come home when you 25, 26, 27, but socially and almost somewhat mentally you still 16, 17
Yeah, very
because
much
like
so.
you just like frozen
Yeah.
in that state. So then when you get home, you haven't developed like a normal 27-year-old. So now you got to catch up. Now you got to go through certain life experiences like dating,
Yeah.
you know,
And you can't
being
show the world either. Like you might be going through so many mental things internally,
yeah.
but no one you feel no one understands around you, so you got to deal with that internally as well. Like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
yeah, you deal with a lot. You
But
deal with a lot.
you've dealt with it, and you've come out on the other end, and we have done interviews over the years,
Right.
and you've only gotten stronger, and I think you've kept the essence of who you are
Right.
and the good parts of it. I think you
Right.
have, and left a lot of the bad negative parts.
Right.
But you calling dudes out for not being real, and I love that. I think
Yeah.
that we need more of that, because we're
Yeah.
working in a business where I've been told, Simone, you give your heart, and
Right.
you shouldn't. But I'm like, but why shouldn't
We
I?
living in
You
different
know?
times though where um we're almost being standing for principles and morals and being, outspoken is looked upon almost like you're like they call it like you might be a hater.
Right.
Not that anybody ever called me a hater, but
Yeah.
that's just the times that we living in. Like we live in is the different times where it's almost where they want to demasculate you.
Yeah.
Demasculate. You know what I mean? Demasculate.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Where you not being too manly is like, oh, this nigga, this ain't back in the days. Like, but then we glorify men wearing dresses and shit like that.
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
Yeah.
we don't call that what we really know that to be what it is.
Right.
We say that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
the dudes is wearing dresses and painting their fingernails and doing womanly things. And hey, listen, if that's what you do, then that's what you do.
Right.
Nothing against that.
But we're all supposed to be comfortable with that, but not comfortable with what used to be, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, not with a nigga that's being 100 and just saying what it is and being,
Hip hop has changed
yeah,
a lot.
yeah, it's changed.
Yeah.
So you either change, you either adapt to the times or you left out. Now I don't wanna always fit in. I don't wanna always fit in.
And I can't see you though. Like there are other rappers
Right.
that, because I calling you a rapper. I mean, you're a rapper, but to me, I categorize certain artists as rappers. When I know you're more of a like. I see you as more of the man than the rapper, then you know what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
So there are other rappers that have come and challenged directly those kind of guys that you were
Right.
just mentioning.
Right.
And I'm like, but why would you even do that? That doesn't even seem to me like
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I don't think
Because I can't see you doing something like that.
Nah, it ain't. And it's
that
not.
would-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not about that. It's not about
Yeah.
challenging
Right.
certain people because listen, every man is free to live his life the way he wants to live it.
Yeah.
As long as that it doesn't, compromise my living or it doesn't stand in my ability to feed my family. So it's cool. You understand? So I understand it. And when you understand it and you happy in yourself, you don't allow certain things to bother you. So
Exactly.
I understand the times that we in. I understand the type of man that I represent, and I understand that it almost is not even cool
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah.
You understand? So now
Who you
they
telling?
saying oh real
My
nigga.
favorite type of dude.
Real-
You
real-
guys are a dying breed.
Yeah,
What's going
yeah,
on?
yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
So now they saying real niggas is back. Real niggas is back in style. And you see what's happening is that
Are they though?
no, because
Right.
the people that screaming that never was real in the first place.
Exactly.
Now
Exactly.
we seeing with this social media and shit like that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, everybody want. It's just a thing to say. It's just a hashtag.
Yeah.
RNS. Real niggas shit. Oh, real niggas do real things. Or real niggas like. It's just
didn't even know
cool.
that.
You taking pictures. You chilling with
Yeah.
rappers. You
Yeah,
grabbing
yeah,
in your
yeah.
dick. You holding bottles. You taking pictures in front of cars that ain't yours. And it's just cool to do all this fuck shit and be what I would call a dick rider, but it's not that time no more. It's cool to look
Yeah.
like you you flicked up with all these celebrities.
Try being a woman in this day and age.
Yeah.
Like on the
women
flip
love
side
it.
of that.
Women love it.
No, but I'm saying on the female equivalent of the man you just talked
Mm-hmm.
about, I should be holding a tea that apparently makes me lose weight.
Right.
And a waist trainer on this side. And like it's a phenomenon, and some people are really good at it though. That's what they're good at. I'm not good at that.
Skill, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, you got a little wave going though, cause you got your lane. Like you did you, and you took it to the next level, and you're winning with that, and I love that. So let's play Dreamer, featuring French Montana and B.O.B.
Yeah.
What's this track about?
Just a dreamer, man. Just trying to, when you got dreams, you
Like
just trying
what we
to come
talked
up.
about, and it's the dreams that keep you going,
Yeah,
right?
You get far off of hope. You understand? That little kid, looking out his window every day, and he got dreams of being LeBron. He going out there working on that jump shot and that layup every day.
Amen.
You understand? So
yeah,
that's what it's about, man.
Okay, this is Dreamer Maino. We'll be back. International Affair.